guys, it's Brooklyn Prepper. How you guys doing? Alright, today I'm making a quick little video today on somebody asked me, they want to know about what gear I use when I ride. You know, so I've been saying in a couple of my videos that I was gonna make a little video on showing you the gear I use, and you know, I don't use any really expensive stuff or anything, but what I do use is pretty much, you know, it's been tested over a few years and I'm quite happy with the setup I got. You know, thank the Lord above that it never had it came into any kind of use, right? So what I'm just trying to show you guys is how to stay a little safe when you're out on the road.
Hey, what's up guys? Okay, I'm back. I'm going to give you a quick little review on some of the gear, actually the only gear I use when I'm riding. I don't have tons of gear. I just buy what's right for me and, you know, and fits my budget. Alright, so what I'm going to start off with, let's start off with some knee and shin guards, right? Like a lot of guys riding bikes, you know, they take it for granted. They never wear knee and shin guards, right? I wear these things all the time, and they go right underneath my jeans, you know, no problem. I don't even, half the time I forget I even have them on. I could be walking around my house for a long time and said, I still got my shin guards on, right? But they are comfortable. You don't even know you have them on. Well, the most important thing about these shin guards, if you do go down, definitely going to save your knee, and it's going to save your shins from a lot of damage. Right, so don't overlook your leg protection. A lot of guys just go for the jacket, the helmet, and you know how good everything is. But I tell you one thing, I bought these. They're made from Shift. See, right? I think I paid something like 19 bucks for them. It might have even been cheaper. Might have been $12. I don't know. I don't remember. Half the stuff I don't remember what I paid, but it fits in my budget. I don't buy really expensive stuff, right? But don't forget your shin guards, right? Shin guards are really important in knee guards. And believe me, buy these ones, they're really cheap, they do the job. You know, I have been on my knees and I drop down to my knees, and they're well, but they give you a lot of protection for your shins, and they're comfortable. That's the main important thing, they're comfortable. Mark my words! I said it 100 times, you're going to forget you even have them on. But don't forget your little, your peg legs. Don't forget about your legs, because a lot of times we go down, that's where a lot of injuries happen, is to your knees, even when you're a trail rider and everything else. But even when I'm on the street, I'm doing little commutes or anything else, or I'm going back and forth to work, I always have these on. Okay? And that's from Shift. And really, look them up, and they're really cheap, and they're worth the money. Alright, I'm going to move on to the digits, right? As far as my riding digits go, right, I bought these gloves I'm really happy with during the summer months, right, when it's really cool out. Right, they're from Icon, right, they're not that expensive. I think I paid $29 for them. They're leather, they got some cushions for your knuckles and everything else over here, and it has little breathers when you're riding, your hands don't sweat. So I'm really impressed. These are my second pair of these. The only reason why I bought a second pair, and they held up pretty good, is because I lost one. I actually have, I think, the right hand. So if anybody needs a right hand in this glove, let me know, right? So anyway, these are what I wear during the summer months, right? And in the winter, I bought these gloves, right? I like them. I really don't know. The brand says on them is Power TT Up. Power TT Up. Has this little symbol inside, if anybody familiar with it. But I really like these gloves, and they're a little bit warm, and I use them in the winter, and I actually put a pair of wool gloves underneath, right, really thin wool gloves underneath these things. But they do have awesome protection for your knuckles and for all your knuckles, right? You can slide down. On the inside, on the other side of the glove, they have metal studs. They actually, I think they're brass studding on the inside, so when you do fall, it will break your fall and protect your hands pretty good. During the cooler times, I wear these all the time. I bought these, I wore these for at least 3 years now, and they break in great, and they feel great on your hands, but they offer a lot of protection. So if you can look it up, it says Power TT Up, and this little weird Illuminati symbol or something like that, right? But they do offer a lot of protection, right? And again, they weren't that expensive. They were about 30 bucks, right? Those are my gloves I wear, okay? All right, as far as my jacket, right, I bought a Technique. It's a Technique mesh jacket, right? It's got full armor in the elbows, right? It's got good armor in the elbows and the shoulder, right? It comes with a liner. You could take in and out. I wear this jacket. I tell you, it could be like 90 degrees out. Without the liner, I'm still getting cooled off. It breathes great. You know, the best. If I have to boast about anything right now, is this jacket. I had this jacket for like 3 years already, and it still looks brand new, right? It has great elbow protection and shoulder protection. Right? It comes with your little liner that you could remove for the summer. Then in the winter, when I ride in the cold, and I ride all year round, you know, I don't put my bike away in the winter. The only time I don't ride is when it's snowing and icy out. But I ride in 20-degree weather. I don't care, right? The liner works great. Once you put this liner in, you put like, see what I have on, a sweatshirt underneath it, right? You're warm. It keeps me warm, and you wear a nice little. I didn't bring them out with me. I wear like windbreaker over my pants during the winter, and you stay nice and toasty with this jacket, right? I can't say enough about it. I'm really impressed with it, and the most thing impressed, the price is on the money. I forget how much I paid, but it was under $200 for this jacket. Right? Look at it's a Technique. It's called, okay. T-E-C-N-I-C. No, I'm sorry. T-E-K-N-I-C. Technique. All right? And what it comes with also, the front offers a lot of protection. It has some cushions in the front, right, which offer some great protection for your collarbones and everything, but it's really not that great. And it came with, let me see if I can, hold on. Bear with me. Where's that cheap little thing? Oh, here it is. It came with a back protector that slides in there, right? This back protector, I can't even see it protecting anything, really. It's just a styrofoam, and, you know, it gives you some kind of protection, but to tell you the truth, you know, I took it, I bought this, I threw it out, right? So in other words, it has excellent shoulder and elbow pads, right? So and it gives some padding for the spine also. But how I get around all this, I layer myself when I ride. So I rely on the shoulders and elbow pads on there. But as far as chest protection, not that good, right? And back protection is those little spongy things. It's not calling. It's not doing the trick if you do go down. So what I did is I bought, this is a Icon vest, right? The back protection, these it's a little expensive, and not really expensive, but it's about $1.25, right, or 130 bucks I think I paid for, but well worth it and comfortable, right? So what it does, it gives you excellent back protection, and right in the front you get excellent chest protection. So I put this on and I put my jacket over it, right? I still stay cool in the summer. And sometimes when I'm out riding just locally, I'll just wear this over my t-shirt or something. But that's not good because your arms are not protected. But most of the time I'm riding, I got this on and I put my jacket on. I dress in layers. Watch. Alright, see? That's all layers. But that's it. This is an Icon. It's called Field Armor, right? And it gives you a lot of protection. Very easy to come on and off. They got two Velcro straps. You throw it over your head like a bulletproof vest, right? And there you go. Your back is protected great, and your chest is protected at the same time. And it's snug enough that you could put it right over, and it's fully adjustable on the top part, and you could adjust the shoulders and everything. And it really helps out if you do go down and you have your jacket on or whatever you have on. If you buy jackets, you guys know that you get a lot of jackets that The shoulders and elbow armor is decent, but the back protection is horrible, right? So, and chest protection. A lot of jackets don't even have chest protection, and you do need chest protection, right? Believe me, I went down when I was about, I must have been in my 20s. Maybe I think I was like 22 years old, 23 years old. I was riding my KZ1000. The guy jumped out of a gas station, and the last thing I know, I was in the hospital in traction. I crushed 3 discs in my spine, right? I broke my collarbone, and I got torn to pieces. I was in the hospital for a while. It was a nice little stay for me. But I fully recovered and everything. But what was amazing, what saved my life, was the most important thing, my helmet. There was a gouge taken out of the side of my helmet. I wish I kept that helmet, right, just to remind myself. So helmets are very important, right? But I believe if I had a back protector, I might not have had the damage to my back, or it might not have been as severe as it was. But anyway, I ride with protection all the time because I live to tell the tale, you know. So I've been through a bad accident, and I had leather on when I was riding, so my legs are pretty much protected. I had my leather jacket on. It was a riding jacket, but nothing like the protection these jackets have, right? So it kept me. All the protection I had on did its job. The places that weren't protected, that's where I got my injuries. So just take my advice on that. This is get protected, right? Or you could buy this. This thing is incredible. This is it's made by I think Pernini. It sounds like an Italian name, but it's made by a Chinese company. This is a full armor suit, and I wear this when I go quad riding, or if I'm going to take the bike off-road. This is what goes on, you know. I'll throw this on. You're full protected, shoulder, upper arms, right? Your lower part of your arms and your elbows. It's got great back protection. It's pretty sturdy. The back protection has great chest protection up here. Has shoulder protection. I wouldn't wear this every day. I rely on that stuff. But if I'm going to hit a trail, and if I'm on my quad and I'm going to go to a funky trail and do a little hardcore riding, this is what I throw on. And believe it or not, this thing cost, it was under $100 that I paid for it. It even has an upper spine protection over here too, for right where your brain stem is, right? But if you're going to do any kind of off-roading and stuff like that, invest. Under $100 will save your life. All right. So this is what I wear when I'm off-road. Okay. Well, that's what I got to show you, and that's basically how I keep myself safe on the road. And I hope this helped out, right? So when you're out there on these bikes, you got to remember, we're dealing with a lot of obstacles. We're dealing with a lot of people on phones. People have TVs in their cars now. They got laptops. They're watching YouTube videos. I hope they're watching mine. Anyway, but no, I hope you're not watching mine when you're driving. But we are more distracted than we ever was, right? So you really have to be careful out there. And, you know, nothing. Some of this armor looks pretty cool. Hey guys, stay safe, you know, ride long and take your trips. Oh, I forgot my helmet. I forgot, I'm sorry guys. All right, the helmet I wear is a Fly helmet. Fly Racing, right? It's a Venture Touring type of helmet. I have my camera set up on the side. I got my mic running through in there. This helmet I love. And it wasn't expensive, and it's good quality. Believe me, this thing could take a beating, right? It's snug. It's pretty lightweight. It's not really lightweight, I'll be lying, but you get used to it. The beak, I love the beak because when I'm on the highway coming home from work, I get some parts, I get hit with sun, and I tilt my head down a little bit. It keeps the sun out of my eyes. I do get some buckling in here, like you might get your head pushed back a little bit. When you're going over 70 miles per hour, I find it pulls back a little bit on you, but it's not bad at all, right? That's when if I'm going over 70, I'll tuck down underneath my windshield and let it fly over me. But it's a great helmet. The ventilation is excellent. You can shut it down. The insulation inside the helmet, all the padding can be removed and washed. right? It has vents, a vent in the front, a vent on the top of the helmet that cross right out through the back. So on the hotter days, it's really, you get a lot of wind through there, and you can shut them all down. You have your little switches, you can shut them all down in the colder weather. But this helmet, I went through a lot of helmets in my life, and I think this was the best helmet I owned so far. And it's a Fly Racing. It's not a $5,000 helmet. You could get this helmet, believe it or not, for under $200, right? Maybe 150, 160. I don't even remember what I paid, but it wasn't that. It's DOT approved, right? I don't know what that means. You know, they had to have their hands in something, I guess. But anyway, this is the helmet I use, and this keeps my my noggin safe. But anyway, guys, when you're out there riding, I'm sorry this review was so long. I had guys asking me about the gear I use when I'm riding a long time ago, and I apologize for taking so long. It always slipped my mind. But there you go. Hey, ride safe, live for today, prep for tomorrow, and I see you guys next time. And stay tuned if you want to stick around for the little beautiful message at the end of the video. Hang around. See you guys later. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ, please give me the power to spread your word to others, and give them the power to spread your word even further. Right, guys, this is, anyway, thanks for sticking around. This is my favorite part of my videos now, okay? The other parts are fun too and everything, but this is the most important part, right? Reading from the Book of Truth over here. All right, this is going to be a short one, and one that you always should keep in your mind and, you know, and keep in your heart. All right, this is Luke 6:37. So this is Luke 6:37. Do not judge. Judge not, and you shall not be judged. Condemn not, and you shall not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, passed down, shaken together, and running over will be put into your bosom. For with the same measure that you use, it will be measured back to you. This is the Lord speaking. This is straight from the Lord's mouth. And he spoke a parable to them. Can the blind lead the blind? Will they not both fall into a ditch? A disciple is not above his teacher, but anyone who is perfectly trained will be like his teacher. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not see the plank in your eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck that is in your eye, when you yourself do not see the plank that is in your own eye? Hypocrites. Hypocrites. First remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck that's in your brother's eye. Right? Short little paragraph, but very powerful. Very powerful that, in the sense of that people sometimes, you know, have good intentions, and they want to help so many people, and they want to help others, but they don't see the problems they have themselves, right? So it is important before you try to help others in their problem, or before you even try to criticize or judge somebody else, take a good look at your own life, right? Before you can help them, help yourself. And the way you help yourself is through the Lord Jesus Christ. All right, everybody, God bless, and thank you for sticking around. And keep Luke 6:37 in your heart. Sometimes you might have to pull it out and say, you know what? Let me remove that plank out of my eye before I tell this guy to remove the speck. All right, good night, guys, and God bless.